with Route 30, Glades down to Spry, also seeing some pretty heavy rainfall. Here's a look right now on I-83 at mile marker 48. That is the Union Deposit exit in Dauphin County. Traffic backed up a ways because of the heavy rainfall that just tracked on through. So make sure and take some extra time out the door this morning. Right along Route 209, where you're seeing these reds, oranges, and yellows, is very heavy rainfall. Extends down towards East Hanover, Middle Paxton. You're about to get a pretty good dose of showers. Over. Again, this is near Fordville, Davidsburg. You better be in your tornado shelters right now. Right there where the green meets the red, that's our area of rotation that we're watching. Tornado precautions right this second. If you live along Germany Road in Adams County, Stony Point Road north of 234, and along Route 94, take your tornado precautions. We mentioned our primary concern today with our severe weather threat is flash flooding, especially along our creeks and streams tonight. Right now we are at the Cadorus Creek in York County, right along Route 182. This is one of the most flood-prone areas throughout the county. Even now throughout the early afternoon, snow south of the turnpike. By the time you come on home, conditions will worsen area-wide with heavy impacts in the overnight time frame too. Snow will continue heavy at times, and then we'll see a changeover tomorrow morning for your Tuesday commute. Sleet, freezing rain, ice will be a concern for this system. A threat for severe weather. On a scale of 1 to 5 for your Thursday, we're at a 3 already in all of central Pennsylvania and a good portion of the Commonwealth as well. So today we're in good shape. Tomorrow, not so much. Start around 2 o'clock. Isolated at first. This will be the prime time for any rotation trying to push through 2 to 6 p.m. in those isolated storms. Then round 2 comes through. This is the main line, the front, 6 to 11 p.m. Damaging winds, some small hail, maybe some embedded rotation in there, but a lower threat or concern of that. And then we're done by midnight into your Thursday. Totals coating to 2 inches in most spots. We could see up to 3 in our highest elevations, but stick to the lower ends as we head throughout Thursday night and into your Friday morning. Now let's fast forward into the weekend. Saturday, snow starts late in the day and starts to take over overnight. Depending on where this freezing line sets up, we're in the battle zone once again. It will eventually change over to rain as we head into Sunday morning and stay that way for a few hours or two. That will track into Harrisburg, into York and Lancaster over the next couple of hours. This is associated with a warm front. What usually whenever it rains, it gets the moisture out of our area, but once this passes on through, it's going to change our wind direction and usher in some very warm, moist, unstable air as we go throughout the rest of the day today. Because of that, there is a severe weather risk that we'll talk about coming up. York right now, you're still dry for the moment. 62 degrees, southeasterly winds at about 5 miles per hour. 62 in Dover, York County. 65 in New Freedom. 57 still in Stewartstown. 64 in Lancaster. 68 for Peckway and 62 currently in Columbia. Dew points right now, the amount of moisture that's in the air, fuel for showers and storms, is in the mid to upper 50s. Not too bad. However, when that front comes through, it's going to change our wind direction and we're going to be soaring in the dew point department. Muggy to plain old steamy with dew points in the 70s. That is more than enough fuel for showers later on this afternoon. Because of that, there is a risk of severe weather. On a scale of 1 to 5, we are at a 3 for the entirety of central PA. That's in this peach shaded region. Our main concern today will be damaging winds over 60 miles per hour, hail up to the size of quarters, some heavy rainfall, but also the chance for a few tornadoes in our area. Again, it's still technically low, but if we get that development today, we will likely have some spin in the atmosphere for storms to go. So here's Futurecast throughout the rest of your morning into the afternoon. Again, here's this first wave. Then we get cleared out over the next couple of hours. Some dry time for the atmosphere to bake a little bit for us to get that fuel organized, and then storms start developing around 2 o'clock. They will be isolated in nature at first and few and far between. So those storms that develop between 2 to 7 p.m. will have their own energy to use up, even though they'll be isolated. Not everybody will see them, but we will be talking about that threat. Then throughout the rest of the evening, a line of severe showers and storms tracks on through. That's 6 to 11 p.m. and that will eventually push out of our area, but we're still going to keep the moisture. So more severe weather is going to be possible as we head on later in the week as well. Temperatures today.
Michael's.
That's not me. Do I have blonde hair? Am I 4 foot nothing and have a kid? See, but this is why I appreciate our work relationship and our friendship, because I have no plans to get you anything. And you don't for me either.
No.
See?
You give love. You give love. It's free. It's, you know, the
work
best
wife,
thing.
love you.
Love you
That's
too.
it.
All right, so want to show everlasting love this Valentine's Day?
By not giving each other anything. Now you trust Bert right behind me, and LaRussa, I also trust.
Let's check our hair here.
Do you look good?
I think so.
Bradon?
I think so.
You've got good hair. You're lucky.
And this happens. This is normal.
Like
Cold. Cold.
I like that.
we recorded, I keep saying you recorded,
Were you here?
and I might have been here, I don't know, in another life.
We are still celebrating
What?
that
What?
win.
Are we?
We are. You don't
You're
even
not
like
on
hockey.
camera yet.
You don't get to. The Capitals fan over here is
He's not on
bitter.
camera either.
The two Yinzers here are loving it. Back-to-back Stanley Cup champion. What was that?
Bradon, have you ever worn a panda?
No, but this morning shows is now in pandemonium.
Oh,
Yes!
my
Yes! Get over here! Yes! Yes! Love the puns. More puns.
Let's go! There are currently 118 elements on the periodic table: hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, neon, sodium. Okay, I'm done.
I knew you were going to do that.
Sorry.
What was
messenger? So basically we're saying you can get the frustration out, then bring it back. You tap the message you want to remove. A menu should appear with an option that reads remove for everyone. You can also choose to simply remove a message for yourself. That will leave the content available for everyone else in the chat though, so everyone else can judge you and regret you instead of you having to do it yourself.
Morons, excuse me, but these young kids driving and getting out of the car while they're driving. I mean, because of the line driving?
Because natural selection is a thing, Amy. I don't know. Here's a look at what's coming up.